We didn't ask what would happen if the Cybercab veered off course, but we didn't really need
Çek
to. For
ahanda bunu böyle
decades,
çektiğimiz
the
zaman
idea of a fully
dünyada şu
self-driving
anda
car with no steering
Mercedes'in
wheel or pedals has felt like science fiction. Now, it's starting to step into reality, or at least take a baby step. The new Tesla Cybercab isn't quite ready to drive
minibüsümüz
itself into the
ve
real
iki
world
kişilik
just yet. But
Tesla
after our
Model
first
Y'den
ride in this
bozma
electric transport pod, we're left feeling both intrigued and skeptical about Tesla's bold vision for the future of autonomous mobility. The grand reveal took place at Warner Brothers Discovery's movie studios in California, a location that oddly parallels the performance of the Cybercab. You've likely seen these streets in films, with their perfect replicas of a real city. Except, of course, it's not a real city. This was a controlled environment, limited to a few prototype Cybercabs and other Tesla models, all supposedly running the highly anticipated full self-driving software. No rush hour, no random traffic jams, just smooth, predictable terrain. It's safe to bet the cars were carefully monitored by Tesla engineers as they navigated the set before the event. In this pristine setting, there was little room for the unexpected. No spontaneous incidents like those that happen on actual roads. Still, the Cybercabs weren't just following a pre-programmed route. Some level of decision-making was definitely in play. In true investigative fashion, one of us stepped right in front of an oncoming Cybercab, and it stopped instantly. It resumed only after the path was clear. Repeating the test a few more times, it was clear that the Cybercab already has some situational awareness. Soon, it was our turn for a ride. The Cybercab looked small, smaller than a Model 3, with a low front end and a rounded, futuristic shape. As we approached, its butterfly doors lifted automatically, inviting us into a spacious interior. Once inside, the cabin felt familiar, with Tesla's signature massive touchscreen at the center. What stood out the most? No steering wheel, no pedals. On the touchscreen, we selected from a few pre-programmed destinations around the studio lot. With a tap, the Cybercab gently rolled forward. Its movements were cautious, not hurried. It accelerated smoothly, braked softly, and took corners carefully, much like Tesla's full self-driving mode on our Model Y. For an unfinished prototype software with no human override, this was probably the right approach. Inside, it felt like being in any Tesla. The suspension still managed to wobble slightly even on smooth studio streets. The interior was minimalist, with black synthetic leather and a sense of spaciousness. Although this prototype only had 2 seats, it seemed plausible a third could squeeze in if necessary. Eventually, we reached our destination, the doors opened, and we stepped out. The ride had been smooth, almost unremarkable, which is arguably a good thing. The absence of traditional controls was the strangest part. The Cybercab did what it was supposed to do. It drove safely and smoothly within this controlled environment. But many questions remain. If the Cybercab relies on the same software as Tesla's current full self-driving mode, we're concerned. In our experience, the system can make anything from questionable to downright dangerous decisions, often requiring us to take over. And with no way for a human to intervene in the Cybercab, that's worrying. Add to that questions about legality, its reliance on camera-based detection, and who might actually want such a vehicle, and when Tesla will even start building it. Production is targeted for 2026, but with Tesla, we'll believe it when we see it. What we did experience, however, was the closest thing to a fully autonomous car yet. The Tesla Cybercab could very well reshape the way we think about personal transportation, bringing a sci-fi dream closer to reality.